Hey everyone, this is Gary Kayye, and we are here at the Zones Customer Connect Show, which is the first live event they've done in probably 5 years. We're here in Chicago, Illinois, and this is going to kind of kick off the 2025 tour. I'm here with Tom Besselman, who's the Senior Vice President of Sales. Are you excited about this? How's it going?
We're super excited about this. It's really a chance for us to get together with our clients and our partners and really develop some synergy together to help them be successful into 2025.
I mean, your role's kind of interesting because you're managing sales and you sell to so many different vertical markets. It's not just one, it used to be years ago, technology was sold to tech companies, but now everyone uses it.
It really is. So we've got a horizontal approach with a vertical mindset. And what you'll see is that a lot of different industries use the same technology, but what's really different is the vernacular, how they talk about it, and what's really important to them. So if you took like retail, their biggest focus is really on customer experience. And then secondly would be sales associate experience. And then if you talk to the energy, they're focused on their customer as well, but using different words and how they approach it.
Yeah, I imagine every industry, healthcare for example, right now is a huge market that is having to deal with not just operations, but also security, for example, and keeping that information secure and password protection, but also all these new rules and HIPAA and all the stuff around that. I mean, your team has to be aware of all of this kind of stuff when they're selling, right?
They do, and when you think about the healthcare market, they call it the digital front door. So what happens to the patient and the patient experience is they come in through the digital front door, proceed through it, and then the physician experience of how they operate with the patient. And then as they exit, because the healthcare market is just as competitive as like a retail store. If you have a bad experience inside of a hospital system, you're going to go to the next hospital.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, so it's just like a retail location.
What are the what are the things that people are focused on right now? I mean, obviously AI is a big topic everywhere, so I'm sure people are asking about how they can integrate AI in their organizations. But what else are people talking about? What are the things that people are interested in buying or protecting with your technology?
So the big focus is around. Let me go back to the AI because the AI piece is really about the use cases. Not buying about a year and a half ago, everyone was saying AI, but they didn't have the use cases. We're all forming into the use cases now. What's the practical application of it? Which is really a big driving force. I think it's as influential as when the World Wide Web came out, and it's one of those big changes going on. Additionally, what people are looking at is how to create a better experience for whether it's an employee, a customer, or anything else. Anything that can smooth out that experiential type of environment going into it, and using technology behind it. And they almost want technology to be ubiquitous and back behind, so they don't know what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. And back in the day, I'm an older guy, we used to call it like the telephone is ubiquitous. You pick it up and you get a dial tone. Like now they want that with their technology, their information and capability, for everything to be ubiquitous and be at their touch.
And what's interesting about that is it's more complicated today because they want the same experience on a laptop, a tablet, a phone, across the internet, whatever they're using as a device to connect.
Yeah, we call it convergence. So one device, no matter whether I'm on my phone, my laptop, my tablet, whatever my technology is. I mean, Apple's like the perfect model for having technology convergence. So everything is across everything. My entire family is on Apple products, and we can actually share everything amongst everybody and be able to still cordon things off as needed, but be able to really drive the technology in a very similar experience.
Yeah. So 2025, you excited?
Super excited. What's interesting is if you think about like what happened in the pandemic, so 2020, there was a big push, and we really drove technology transformation very, very quickly. Things that we thought would take 2, 3, 4 years happen in 2 months. Now that technology that was out there is going through this big metamorphosis in that it's aging out and not able to keep up with the new technologies and things that we're doing. So 2025, I think, is going to be a transformable year. And people are trying to figure out how to take the best advantage of that right now.
Yeah, it seems to me that people were kind of hanging at 2022, still catching up. 2023, not sure what to do because we weren't sure who was going to come back, who wasn't going to come back. 2024 is the year we figured out, okay, this is it. We know who's coming back, who's not coming back. So 2025 is where the big spend's going to be, is kind of the way I feel.
I think so too. And I think there's going to be a lot of influences. We talked earlier about Moore's Law and acceleration of technology. Gosh, the technology is changing so quickly. We were down looking at Hewlett Packard has this 1.5U box that has got massive amounts of capability within it. So the technology, that Moore's Law idea, you can see it taking effect, and like as I watch everything go along, it's incredible.
So one last question: if you were making a pitch right now to a new customer, didn't know anything about you, what's your one big differentiator over all the other companies that do what you do?
One of the biggest things I think about is we have a broad capability. There's a lot of niche players that are out there that have a single area that they're really good at. We're good at a very broad set of capabilities, and there's a synergy between each one of those. And when you start to suture together each of those technologies and ideas, you even drive more synergy. So it's called a shift-left optimization strategy.
Yeah.
So the more that you can stitch together, the better the synergy is, the more optimization you get out of that. So complete life cycle management of the technology, everything from the birth of it to the departure of that technology, and what happens to it in between there.
That's a good way of describing it. I really appreciate this, Tom. Thank you very much,
pleasure.
and I appreciate you introducing me at the keynote this morning. It was great,
You did awesome.
And I'm excited to see what 2025 brings for Zones. If you want to learn more about Zones, go to zones.com, zones.com, and of course, they're going to do a 2025 tour, and it may be coming to your location. So pay more attention to what we're writing about Zones. You can always Google, or you can always search on our website, zones at ravepubs.com, and we'll have all the information about the 2025 tour. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and thank you for taking the time.
Thank you. Have a great one.